since this was posted in the official Godot Twitter account, a lot of Godot forks have been appearing, being the main one Redot with over 20k of followers that has been existing since the beginning of this drama, of this polemic, basically since September 27th. And also in the few past weeks, there was a brand new fork, Blasium engine. Okay, so these are the main ones, maybe there are even more. But well, the big question here is, should you actually switch up completely your engine to another one? Well, maybe not completely, because until now these engines are super similar to Godot. But well, should you change, should you stop using Godot and basically start using a new fork because of this post, because of everything that has been happening actually with the community? Lastly, that is what I'm going to be trying to help you decide in this video. And in order to do this, I'm going to be using some slides to even make my points much clearer. Here, everything is going to be said, everything that is going to be said is actually going to be based completely or mostly on facts. Okay, so I'm not going to be spreading here my opinion or whatever. These are going to be data, numbers, etc. So the first point that I want to discuss is the fact of the size of the community. Of course, Godot itself has a huge community. Okay, it has a community of hundreds or even thousands of followers, contributors, developers, brands that are supporting financially the project, etc. And well, neither Blasium nor Redot actually have this. Maybe, for example, Redot does have a large number of followers, a huge amount of support if we just consider the fact that it has been existing for a couple of weeks. But of course, because of this, it is impossible to have as much support as Godot had. Of course, maybe the situation changes and in a matter of months, years or whatever, the main project or the Redot or Blasium become better and bigger than Godot. But well, I'm talking about the reality of today, and the reality of today is that Godot has a much bigger community than any of the forks. And why is this important? Because both Godot and the forks are basically open source. So the community is super important for the project management itself, because the bigger the community is, the more chances are that the more development can be taken, the more bugs can be fixed, and the more features can actually be implemented. But well, if there aren't as many members, as many developers, the development can actually be slowed down. Now, in terms of community management and project management, well, Godot has been a little bit criticized by a lot of people, mostly at least by the community management of the community manager of Twitter, because of posting that. Well, on the other hand, all these Godot forks, what they are trying to say is that everything is going to be like more community driven. The community is going to be able to have more decision on what bugs are fixed, on what new features are going to be implemented, and that of course no politics, no ideas are going to be mixed up with the game engine itself. Once again, you may love how Godot has been managing the project, how Godot has been managing the community, but well, if you are one of those, just understand that there are other people that may not really think as you do, and that they may think that Godot has not maybe been doing the things as they should. Then we have the thing of money, of finances. Of course, Godot has the support of super massive companies, sponsors, and more stuff. That if we go to the official Godot website, if we scroll down here a little bit, we'll find the patrons, the sponsors Platinum, sponsor Gold, and as you can see, there are here massive companies. We have Google Play, and I think that we even used to have more in other sections, but I don't really remember. Well, you can see here all these persons, even Diamond here, people, Titanium, well, even more people here. It is huge. And well, you can see here the amount of money that they are having per month, okay, and the amount of members and sponsors that they have. And of course, neither of these forks they have an actual budget. So they are on a tight budget, if any, if they even have some kind of budget. Maybe in some time they do start accepting donations, they do start having some sponsors or whatever. But once again, compare the amount of money that Godot is receiving on a monthly basis, and if we compare that amount with the amount of money that these folks could be able to make, probably at least in the beginning they wouldn't be even close. And once again, as in anything, in any company, in any project, okay, because well, Godot of course is not like a company, established company at least, but well, it is a project, and as any project, even if it is open source, even if the community is amazing, even if the community is huge, money is always something that takes on a vital role. So of course, the more money than there is, the more developers there can be, the more development there can be, the more bug fixes there can be, and the more features can be added. Next, another thing that is super important is the fact that Godot is an actual engine that has been existing for so many years in the market. Maybe you know Godot for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because in the last maybe 2-3 years was the time in which Godot had the most amount of users, but well, Godot has actually been existing for much more time than that. And well, these forks are basically have only been existing for a couple of weeks, and once again, it is something understandable. But well, we don't know how these projects are going to survive throughout the time. We don't know how they are going to be able to finance themselves, how they are going to be able to actually provide all the features and provide everything that you need inside an engine, because of course creating an engine and helping an engine survive is not an easy task. Okay, behind Godot there are hundreds of people, dozens of people, thousands of people, or whatever behind that piece of software. Well, of course here in these forks it is not even close, and we have literally no guarantees. Okay, at least Godot, as it has been existing for a long time, we do have a guarantee of in Godot, but well, these forks we don't really have like that kind of guarantees, if you understand what I mean. So the main thing here is that the biggest difference has to do with the community and project management. These forks have been created to change both the community and the project management. So here I believe that you really have to think for yourself, okay, do I really care about the community and project management of Godot? Is it bad? Is it good? Do I like this idea of forks? But well, if you ask me, my best advice here is just to chill out a little bit and wait, okay? Because we didn't have a response of Godot or any announcement for something like 2-3 weeks. So probably they're going to at least release something, give out a talk or something, okay, to inform the community what the next steps are. And also we don't know how these forks are going to be evolving, okay, because today it can be Redot, tomorrow it can be Blasium, and tomorrow it can be another completely different thing. So I really recommend that you sit back, use whatever you feel the most comfortable with, and then as time passes, as week passes, maybe you're going to be able to make a much more informed choice. But well, right now everything is quite uncertain, so I wouldn't make any like super decisive changes right now in this stage. So if you enjoyed this video and you always want to keep up with the latest news, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, because I am always uploading the latest stuff related to this with more and about Godot content. So subscribe right now if you want to be always the first one, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.